Hi, Stephanie from the Reddick Library. Today I'm going to show you how to make a really delicious appetizer. These little skewers of tortellini, salami, and olives are always the first thing gone at a party. They're really delicious. You can make them a couple days ahead of time. They are a little more labor intensive, but they're super easy and they are usually a huge hit. I hope you try them.
The appetizer I'm going to show you how to make today is my version of a simple antipasto platter. You're going to need hard salami, a package of fresh cheese tortellini, your favorite bottle of Italian salad dressing, and a jar of large green olives. You're also going to need some sort of toothpick. I've got toothpicks here, skewers, and some fancy martini glass ones. And the last thing you're going to need is a large bowl that has a lid, because we're going to cover these and let them marinate. Cook the pasta according to the directions on the package. I'm not going to use the whole package today. I found that my husband ate half of my olives, so I'm just going to make half a batch. But this is a nice thing about this recipe is you can make as little or as much as you'd like. While your pasta is cooking, go ahead and cut up the salami. You're going to cut each circle into 4 triangles, 4 pieces. You can layer a couple pieces and cut them at the same time. Cut as many as you think you're going to need. You can always cut more, and then whatever's left you can just eat. After the tortellini was done cooking, I drained it and then I rinsed it with cold water. I put these tortellini in the refrigerator for just a couple minutes. It's easier to work with them when they're just slightly chilled. Now it's time to assemble our appetizer. I pulled the olives out of the jar and put them into a bowl. They're a little easier to work with that way. Every toothpick is going to get 1 olive, 1 tortellini, and 1 slice of salami. I've decided to go with the wooden toothpicks today. If you do use toothpicks, make sure they're the natural ones, don't use colored ones. You're going to put them into a marinade, so the marinade and the colored toothpicks don't work very well. I'm going to go ahead and assemble a couple of these, then I'll show them to you up close. This is what they look like up close. So I've got the olive, and then a tortellini, and then the salami. The salami, when you do it, if you fold it in half like this to skewer it on, that seems to work the best, and then they stay on pretty well. And again, keep the tortellini in the middle. It just keeps it tighter. It makes it so that they don't fall apart while they're in the bowl. Okay, I've got them all assembled. This isn't hard to do. It is a little time consuming, but trust me, it is worth it. Now I'm going to take and put my Italian salad dressing on here. I only have a little bit of my Robusto Italian left, and I couldn't find any at the store, so I'm going to use that first. That's the one I prefer, and then I'm just going to add some of that zesty Italian. Use your favorite Italian dressing. I know Newman's makes a good one that works well with this recipe, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this on, and I will show you what it looks like in a moment. Okay, I poured my salad dressing into the bowl. Notice it's not swimming in there. They're not swimming. They're nicely coated. So I've kind of just shook them around. I'm trying to be real careful because I don't want them to fall apart. The tortellini is a little delicate, so you're going to try to, be a little careful with it. I am going to put the lid on this and put it in the refrigerator. And then every couple hours, every time I open my refrigerator, I'm going to flip the whole bowl over and leave it either upside down or right side up, just depending on what cycle I'm on. That way that marinade can get into all those delicious appetizers. Okay, I got my bowl sealed. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the refrigerator, and I'm going to hope that my husband doesn't get in there and eat half of them. This needs to be refrigerated at least overnight. That just gives it time to let all that marinade do its good work. I refrigerated the appetizers overnight. Every time I went into the refrigerator, I turned that Tupperware container upside down or right side up. I used 2 jars of the queen olives and about 3/4 of the package of tortellini, and then whatever amount of salami I needed. You can make as much or as little of this as you need. I'm having a party today, and I expect by the end of the day they'll be gone. I hope you enjoy them and try them. They're super simple, and they're really, really delicious.